Yeah. Hopefully, can you hear it over the air conditioner? I'm hoping the air conditioner's not too loud. It doesn't sound like a windstorm in here. You know what I mean? I'm on 20 seconds. So people get in. Make sure y'all can hear me. 10 gauge, what's up, brother? Justin, hey, can y'all hear me over the air conditioner? I got my air conditioner on low, because if not, we'd be cooking up in here.
But it's not overpowering.
All right, that sucks. But I can't turn that joker off, because if we do, it'll get real hot. So,
yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, man, it finally sounds like more than windstorm. 7 Stone, what's up, brother? Good morning, Ohio Patriot. Hell yeah. Good. I was worried, man, because the air conditioner's on. And it's only on low. It does suck the gas out of the generator, though. That's the only bad thing about running the AC. But the day it got to 122 in here, and my boss, Russ, he was like, man, you guys don't have an air conditioner. I was like, in the other camper we do, but it needs Freon or something. And he was like, well, I got one you can have. So I grabbed it, brought it home. It's rigged in front of my door, but it works right now. Once we get off the live chat today, I'm going to try to build something where I can get it up off the ground and out of my door. I'm just going to rig a stand. And Bad Dream, what's up, bro? I was looked on Google on how people mount them to like air conditioners to pop-up campers, and they gave me all kinds. One dude even used paint poles, had a shelf of paint poles that he could adjust up and down. I thought that was pretty cool too. So, well, I got wood and stuff. I'm just going to build a platform and set it on that, and then that way it gets it out of the door. I was just thinking about how I was going to get the air in without cutting the vinyl. So I'm not sure about that yet, but I'm thinking maybe double-sided tape around the vinyl and then stick it to the front of the air conditioner to where it blows through the screen. You can still use the controls, just push button. So I just don't want to destroy the camper to put an air conditioner in because Levi, what's up? It will be cold before we know it again, so I don't want to be gaping hole in my vinyl. That's what happened to the other camper. The vinyl was shredded. So, but yeah, man, I missed you guys all week, dude. It was a long ass week too. I sprayed. We didn't work Monday. Then Tuesday and Wednesday, we worked like hell. Thursday too, and then yesterday we had kind of an easy day. It was hot. It was just, I didn't do any spraying. I just had to do some caulking. So, but I know how's everybody's weather? Appreciate that, Levi.
Oh, Levi,
there we go.
Thank you.
I'm having an issue getting my money off of YouTube, so I haven't got paid by YouTube yet, but it's coming. But I can definitely use that for gas in the generators because we have enough for gas today, and then tomorrow is a whole nother day. And then Monday I go back to work and I'll be able to give Mama Bear some money. But yeah, everybody donate. Once my thing hits $100, YouTube says I can withdraw my money. So we're halfway there, guys. I appreciate the hell out of it too. So you did more than you know, brother. More than you know. And also, man, I want to get up. I'll message you on Discord because I know you're heading out of town soon, man. And that's freaking. You're gonna have a good time. And the Jeep is looking badass. Speaking of that, I don't know if you read what I put. I know after I typed it up, I got on my live. So once things get better for Mama Bear and I want to get a Jeep Cherokee. I've never had like the Wranglers or the CJs. I've always liked the square body Jeep Cherokees with the 4.0 high output motor. Preferably a 5-speed if I can find one, or automatic would be fine. I just want something that I can put the boxes in the back to where I can lock my rifle and my gear and just have something that gets decent on gas, 4-wheel drive, comfortable, and I can drive to training classes. It'd be awesome to have like a pop-up tent like you got. So if I had a training class where I had to stay, yes, I'm looking forward to this. Yeah, Mama Bear's up here. She's here, guys. She's just helping Maddie with the pups because they were wide open. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the pictures from that. But yeah, I was thinking just get a Jeep. I was thinking like a truck or maybe an SUV, just something I can lock my weapons in and not be visible. You know, the trucks you can get the big drawers and stack your shit in, but you know, something like that. Oh, they do make. Okay, that's cool. Levi said they make the gun boxes for the Jeeps too. I just want something I can put my rifles and handguns, other than my carry gun, in and lock up, unloaded with my gear, and I don't have to worry about some idiot breaking into it at a rest stop or if I stop to get gas or something. You know, I just don't want them visible. Homestead Medical, good morning, brother. From Saudi Arabia, welcome. But yeah, because I didn't know they made them for the Jeeps. I like the Cherokees. I had a 2-door and I've had a 4-door. the 4.0 high output motor in them things, and you put a decent set of good like all-terrains on them, man, that thing is, I went a lot of places I didn't think I could get going in a Jeep. But yeah, I didn't know they make the boxes for them. That's awesome. The pups are just spoiled. And an update on one of the puppies, he got a home. The lady we gave Yogi to wanted Buster, the other big black male. So he's back with his brother. Him and Yogi were good friends. They were buddies. They ate together. They played together. They slept in the same spot. They just hung out. So she said he was maybe lonely and they wanted another dog. So they took Buster because he's got a good one. Yeah, I've never had an XJ, man. Like, huh? I see. I've never had an XJ. I've only had the Cherokees. I've rode in a bunch of them. My buddies had a bunch of them. Growing up when I was in high school, a buddy of mine had a nice CJ7, man.
You see the new Wranglers?
Yeah, 4-door ones. Oh, they're all pretty as hell. But yeah, that's awesome. You see, my XJ is a 92, easy, cheap to work on. Brand new Rubicon is expensive. Yes, man. And I heard, I don't know who told me. Somebody told me that hers broke down a bunch. She had issues with it. And I'm like, man, I've never. Only thing I've ever had. There's two things I've had happen on my CJ. I went four-wheeling in it and didn't go home and spray the mud off the alternator, and the alternator froze. Because on the front of a 4.0, they put them at the bottom on the passenger side. It's easy as shit to like change it out. Like 15 minutes, you can change it if you know what you're doing. And then I had one that busted a rear end. And the only reason it busted the rear end is I was four-wheeling through a trail, and my buddy had a big Bronco with like 44s on it. And he made a big-ass rut, and when I tried to straddle the rut, the wall gave out, and it sunk me down into the bottom. It sat me on the axles. I couldn't move. Tires were spinning. They were like that far off the mud. And they freaking, when they snatched me out of it, it twisted the rear end out, and we jacked it up, put the rear end back in it, and when I was driving it home, it shattered the gears in the back. So I luckily had another one sitting in the freaking yard, so I just took the rear end off it because it matched. I didn't know that at the time, but you have to have a rear end that matches in a Jeep. The front gears have to be the same as the back gears. It's weird. Yeah. Oh, yeah, man. We're definitely in some shit. Christian, good morning. Yeah, they know something's about to happen. They definitely know something's about to happen. And what aren't they telling us? Like, they're not telling us shit because they don't want us to be able to, like, get prepared for that. They want us to be surprise attack on America, I think. But there's people like us, so we stay ready so we don't have to get ready. James said, I just met my wife's boyfriend. He seems like a cool dude. That's cool. That's pretty cool. At least he's cool, man, because my mama went through a couple boyfriends when her and my dad broke up. They were assholes, man. Oh, wow. Hey, at least he's cool. He's a cool dude. Hey, I thought he should mom. I ain't paying attention to that shit today.
He's sleepy though.
I'm not sleepy. I'm just not paying attention to that bullshit today. But Levi, when do you leave, man? I got to get up and get you. I know you're out. So you're going to start in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan and end up in Utah, if I'm correct. That's going to be a badass trip. That's a month. So are you like staying in places? Are you going to like go to it? Do you have designated spots that you're going to like chill, or y'all just going to drive until you find some place cool and be like, I think stop? Because that's kind of what I want to do.
I thought he was going to Salt Lake City.
Yeah, I'm sure. Utah. Yeah, he said, yeah, man, I went, oh yeah, just come on over, make a sandwich, watch TV, help fuck my wife. Like, yeah, James punched. I would have. We're on the algorithm now, guys. Since I'm monetized, I noticed that we get thrown out there a whole bunch more. So, and we've only got 8 people in the chat so far. Maybe it's a small one today. But
everybody's sleeping in.
Yeah, everybody. Hell, I tried to sleep in. I like doing my live chats around 8 in the morning, but usually I'm up wide open because I'm always up for work. Yeah, we're only staying in the woods. No, that's cool. That's cool as shit, man. Actually get to camp. Not like camping is, to me, I mean, I live in a fucking camper. I camp 24/7, man. Luckily, I have my generator, so we have power. But camping, like, me and Mama Bear stayed at a campground when we first decided we were going to homestead. We were waiting on the paperwork for here, and we had about a 3 or 4 week lull that we didn't really have a place to stay. So we went and stayed at the lake, and people come up. We were out there with a tent. I had my Cadillac at the time. We had our nice little tent. We had 2 dogs, and we stayed there for like 16 days. Yeah, 16 days. They had showers and stuff. It was cold as shit. It snowed on us out there. It was cold, and it was so cold. Like I had a little Mr. Buddy heater. We put tarps over it and shit, and I just threw the damn Mr. Buddy heater in there, and that shit didn't work. I went and got a kerosene heater and put it in to keep us warm. Yeah, man, I'm usually y'all gotta forgive me. My nose is stuffy, and like I have shit going down my throat. I'll tell you why. So I was sitting on the bed drinking a beer. Got off work yesterday, sitting there with Mama Bear drinking a beer, and the puppies wanted up on the bed. Sassy's on the ground and the puppy. So I leaned over the bed to grab Diva, and when Sassy jumped up, she fucking full jumped right into my nose. It instantly popped, and blood started pouring out of my nose. I don't know, you can't really see it. It's up here is sore shit. It's all swollen. My nose is swollen, and I sound like I got a cold. But I heard it pop and felt it pop. Mama Bear heard it pop, and I looked up and I felt it coming, so I put my hand out, and it poured blood. I had to wipe. Oh, it was bad. Then Sassy saw it. She felt like crap. Yeah, it didn't even make my eyes water, dude. I fight MMA. TMT, what's up? Like training MMA, getting punched in the face all the time, and to train us to catch a punch in the nose without shutting your eyes and your eyes watering, coach would throw a fucking medicine ball at your face. Bam, hit you in the face. Bam, hit you in the face. And eventually you just get used to it. But it has been many years since I've had a torque in the nose like that. And but Sassy didn't mean it. But she come full force, and I've been hit hard a bunch of times. She gave me about a 60% shot to the face. You know, it wasn't 100%. It was her just trying to get on the bed and me just being at the wrong place at the wrong time. Yeah, it smacked. Staying dangerous. What's up, brother? It popped, and like I grabbed my nose and blood, and I set it back in because it felt better once it was back to where it was supposed to be.
Yeah, exactly. Pit missile.
Yeah, exactly what it was. She was a pit missile, man. Exactly, dude. Right into my fucking face. Full swing. Bam. Right on the top of her head, too. Dancing with Wolves. What's up, brother? Good morning. But yeah, when she did that, I kind of leaned back, and I had one little tear come out because I hadn't been punched in the face in a long time, man. I usually can try not to get punched in the face.
Good morning, Bad Dream.
Bad Dream? Yeah, he's been here, too. And when that thing hit, when she hit, it was like crack, and I heard it, and I was like, oh, I told Mom, I said, she broke my nose, and she's like, what? And I looked, as soon as I looked up, blood was everywhere. It was everywhere. But yeah, that was a fun one. That was the night that I had last night. Other than that, it was a great day. Made a little bit of paycheck, got a little extra. I've been having to get my paycheck every day. So I get paid on Friday, I get $160, and then that's supposed to get through the weekend, which it never does. But since I sprayed, my boss man hooked me up with a little bonus. Nah, we've only been on for like 13 minutes, bro. He gave me an extra bonus, so I went and got groceries. I went and got a bag of chicken food, dog food. I got stuff that we really needed desperately. And then I filled up the gas cans. So we put it in, but with the air conditioner running, which we have to have down here to survive, like 122. And the day it was like 110 here. When I got home with the air conditioner, we set it out. I came in, I was pouring sweat. Mama Bear had been down here all day, not feeling good because she was hot. She'd work outside till she got hot, come in, and it was hotter in the camper than it was outside. So I came in, and I was like, I got to take a bath. I went out, took a bath real quick, came back in. As soon as I stepped back in the camper, I was pouring sweat again. And I was like, we got to rig some way to get that air conditioner in here. So I had an old microwave we weren't using, and it was the right height. So we just set it on there, and it's tilted back ever so slightly, and we put something behind it to where it doesn't slide out. And dude, within 30 minutes, it had dropped the temperature in the camper 80 degrees. It went from 122 to like freaking 60 something or 80. So I don't even know. It was like 80 degree drop in 30 minutes. So if it's the hottest day we had was, other than the day that I got it. Oh, he's been fishing. You know what I'm saying? I feel you, brother. I feel you. But now we got it on low, and it does pull the hell out of the generator though. Not as bad as it would be if it was like a 5,500 watt generator because I got the 8,000. But a tank of gas now doesn't last but about 7 hours. So, but we'll be all right. We always are. We always have people to look out and shit. So. And like Monday, we woke up, we didn't have no gas, no money. I had called my boss man to see if I could borrow $60. And he was like, yeah, but you got to meet me. And then when we get to the truck, there's no gas in the truck. And I'm like, shit, man. Like, maybe we can make it, but we're going to have to put 10 in gas. We'll get a bag of dog food, which is like $30, and then we'll have 20 for gas. We can run it for like a half a day. And one of my lawyers, one of the listeners, I guess he heard me bitching and complaining on freaking Discord and hooked us up with the Cash App, man. And that, I survived. We ate, we had gas, we had everything we needed. So, what up, Light Fighters? Yeah, I'm looking forward to September, brother. I am definitely looking forward to September. And the other day on freaking Grunt Proof, man, dude, Brandon was an awesome dude, man. That's an awesome channel. He shouted out my channel for me, and then me and him had a conversation. He was cracking on me about being a painter. So he was like, you ain't one of those painters that gets paint all over the doorknob and spackling everywhere. And I was like, no, bro, I'm professional. I'll clean the paint off before you see it. Because, you know, Bobby B, what's up, brother? Sometimes, man, you just can't help it. Sometimes, and if you this is another thing about me. I put drop cloths underneath this, try to fill every little crack and crevice, because when you take your brush out of your work pot and go to put it on the wall, there's paint on it. But if a drip of paint comes off, that shit will parachute to where the drop cloth is not covering. I swear. You can have everything dropped in plastic, and that one little section that's like this big that doesn't get drop cloth or plastic will be covered in paint. It's like it's inevitable. So, but you just got to know, man, before the homeowners get in, you got to clean all that shit up. Water in a rag goes a long ways. I thought she was asleep in the arm a minute ago. Okay. Well, let her down. She can just not tear anything up. You want to come over, Diva? Come on. Come over, Daddy. Come on. She said, I want to be on the live chat. She said, plus it's really cold right there. She said, it feels really good.
You're a traitor.
She said, I'm not a traitor. September what, Justin? I got to figure out what date everything starts. ACR was asking when the FTX in Texas was. I think he was going to maybe even try to make it. Sorry, guys, charging. Maybe he was going to try to make it. That'd be cool shit too. So, hold on, baby. Here, grab her. My thing is not cooperating. She said, good morning, Nancy. Well, she's here. She's just trying to keep the pups occupied, because if not, they're jumping everywhere and fighting. And Maddie's up on my bed because it was so hot. She's been staying in our camper. She just can't stay over there. There's fans and stuff on the puppies and mama over there, but it's just too freaking hot. Way too freaking hot. Like, it's supposed to be in the 80s this week coming up, so hopefully I watched the painter spill a 5-gallon bucket of white carpet one time. Use a shop vac water to clean it up. So, yeah, man. Like, if you get it when it first happens, you can get it up. You know, yeah, just keep it wet, man. If you can keep it wet and get that shit up, you can get it up. I've never spilled a 5-gallon bucket on like that. I've had about a half of a gallon, not even maybe a quart in a work pot, and I had a drop cloth down, and I'm painting, and I went to move, and when I moved, it kicked the drop cloth, and the bucket spilled right in front of the homeowner. It went all over the hardwood. I just kind of grabbed it with the fucking drop cloth and kind of cleaned it up a little bit. I'm from North Carolina, United States, and the 6th, hell yeah. I think we're going later than that. I think it's towards the middle or end of the month for the FTX. Light Fighters, what's the date on the FTX? That way I can let ACR know too. And but the homeowner kind of saw it, and I cleaned it up real good, but my boss had to go back later because it got in the cracks of the hardwood, and they had to clean it up and shit. But it is what it is. Shit happened. Exactly, Levi. That's why painters got better strokes, man. We got good strokes. No, but that was, and I went to kick a top on a bucket one time, and my foot went through it. I have dropped a cell phone in a 5-gallon bucket of paint. Had to reach down and get it. Had stuck. Have we ever had a roof incident? No, I went one time too. We had just done the siding. We were up painting the boxing, and I had a caulk gun and my paint hook, and I thought I'd hooked my paint, and I hooked the caulk gun, and when I let go of the paint, it wasn't hooked, and it fell about 40 feet and hit the ground and splattered all over the side to break everything. So, yeah, that was about the Bobby B. And that was, every time I hear your name, Bobby, I think that guy on Jay's live chat was Bobby B, baby, from the guy from Bernie Mac from Star Wars. Every time I see his name, I think I automatically hear it in that dude's voice. It's Bobby B, baby. No shit. But no, that's only incidents with paint. I mean, I've seen people spill shit. I've seen people open the doors and paint buckets fall out and splatter all over the driveways. I've had to do that. A buddy of mine, Eric, he's an accident-prone motherfucker. He's fell off numerous ladders and shit. He was working with Russ and opened the side doors on the van, and a 5-gallon bucket of paint fell out and broke his foot. Yeah, he's been through. That dude's a walking accident, man. He's been through 5. I've seen him fall 3 times working with him over the years. The last time he got life flighted, he was on a metal roof, and it was a decent peak. It wasn't like it was like this, but it wasn't enough to where you should be on it wet. Especially if you know anything about being around a lake in the summertime or when the deep in the morning when the temperature change, you get dew on everything. He went up there to try to see if he could reach to spray this wall, and I had a foam cushion that I use on asphalt roofs to help me stay up there. Well, he thought, being that he was smarter than everybody, that you take a foam rubber cushion and put on a wet roof and you weren't going to slide off. And one of the guys, Curtis, that was working with us was up there with him, and he stood up, and when he stood up, it's like a slip and slide, and he went all the way down, fell about 25 feet, missed a big concrete driveway, and kind of landed on the cushion, but it broke his arm, fucked him up internally. My dispensary is like the deal. Oh, man. And I'm trying to get the money to send so I can get a care package. I'm hoping Monday or Tuesday, but like I said, every day my freaking paycheck's gone. And Mama Bear and I have been out for, a week? We've been out of everything. Well, everything 2 weeks. Oh, the first week we had some little pins and a couple edibles that we had left. But last week we ain't had shit. So yeah, you can imagine. That's another reason why Mama ain't on the live chat. Mama's kind of like, I'll try to get some money together and get money for a care package, because I definitely got to have one before you head out for a month. Because I damn sure can't make it a month. Mama Bear and I be freaking going crazy. That freaking air conditioner works good. That's why Maddie be over here with the company, because she get blows on her all night. So, but yeah, that's a good deal too, man. And plants are looking great. I gotta water them. We're not getting much rain. Honestly, turn up. We're only a couple days away from that all the time. One bad natural disaster and the grocery stores be cleaned out. So what I suggest is keep at least 30 days worth of food, water in your house, man. Just give yourself a month to plan, because if something happens and you can't get out, you're going to need food, you're going to need water, toilet paper, paper towels, everything you use on a daily basis. Try to keep a month's supply. I know times are tight. Trust me, I know times are tight. I'm so broke I got to fart in my wallet to make it cent. But just try to keep some stuff put up. That way, I think he meant shelves, Dances. He's like asking about like the grocery shelves. Oh, something about taking a break. I have, man, a week, and
It's too long.
Mama Bear said it's too long. It's good every once in a while to take a break and like let your levels drop so it doesn't take as much. And that's usually what happens. Last couple of months we've been lucky though. We haven't ran out because I've been able to get care packages because things just fell into place. But hopefully I will be able to get another one. But yeah, just keep some food in your house. It's a good thing. Just, you never know what's going to happen, man. Being far crazy, martial law could be enacted and you can't leave at certain times. You're rationing your food in the grocery store because so many people are trying to get to it. Or something could happen, natural disaster could happen, or power grid could shut off and all the food just goes bad in the grocery store. Bill, what is up, my brother?
Good morning, Bill.
Hell yeah, brother. I feel you. That's cool. And have some of that good fresh shit. I got mine looking good. But yeah, I suggest you keep some kind of food and water in your house. At least 30 days. FEMA recommends 30 days of food and water in your house. I say at least 30 to 90. 90 would be better. Like, we have about a 3.5 year supply of food, but it's in my storage unit. I don't have enough. That's the other thing about that shit. It takes so much room to like have it around. Like when we were living in Castalia, we had a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, double wide. My kitchen, part of my kitchen, my entire laundry room, some of my living room was all full of food. Like I still have totes. Water, when we would empty a 2-liter soda, the kids would eat 2 liters, drink a 2-liter, we'd wash it out, let it dry, and then fill it full of water and stack them. I had probably 75 or 100 of those, plus about 3.5 years worth of food. And it just takes a lot of room. You know what I mean? It's just so much room to have something that much. And I should use water. I don't think they don't have you. That's what they want. There's a bottle right there. Behind you. Here, you want another one? And here, it's right there. But yeah, try to keep some food, water, medical supplies. You guys know I know that. I put what to do now. Just bought a bunch from the store. So yeah, man, I got some great seeds this year, man. I read the stuff on the line about it, man, and seen pictures. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. But yeah, man, I definitely gonna need. I'm gonna bust ass and try to get one. It's just I get $160 a day, and usually it's 40 or 50 for gas and 40 or 50 for food. Sometimes 90 to 100 for food, and then every couple days I gotta buy a bag of dog food. I should be good on chicken food for about 2 weeks. We're good on chicken food and stuff for about 2 weeks because I just bought a 50-pound bag of scratch feed and a 50-pound bag of lamb mash. I got a half a bag of duck food, but I mixed the duck food with seeds so they can eat that. I got a 44-pound bag of dog food, which will last us till about Tuesday, and then I'll buy another bag. But it's stressful, but at least I'm working, and I've got a little bit coming in, which is better than nothing, and I can maintain to try to keep the air on and power on for Mama Bear and shit. So. Autocorrect is a bitch, man. How can you wait? He won't let him see the chat. Dude, that would be awesome, Dances. Like, man, we had my boss's son brought us some trout, not trout, but a marinated salmon, and we cooked that on the grill. Oh, that shit was good. And then my daughter gave us these little salmon bites. They're like fish sticks, but they're salmon. They had the bread and stuff, and we fried those in lard. I don't fry in seed oils. I only use tallow lard or something like that, coconut oil. No vegetable oil, no canola oil, no corn oil, no none of that bullshit. Just don't, no Crisco. No seed oils for me. But man, we fried that shit. Oh man, had it with some rice. That was good. Yeah, that was some good shit, dude. Now I love that stuff. And it's just a good, because we eat a lot of chicken now because it's freaking, we're broke, so chicken's the cheapest. But yesterday we did
cheaper than pork.
Yeah, well sometimes.
We live in the pork state.
Yeah, we live in a pork state. So, I went to the grocery store yesterday because like I said, I got that bonus and I got us about 3 days worth of meat. But I get the manager specials. I got some cheap steaks. I got some buffalo chicken wings and a thing of ribs and a thing of pork chops, and all of it was on sale, man. So I actually did pretty good. But what's everybody's plans for the 4th? Nothing me bitching and crying about being broke. It's hard to talk about that. What, anybody got big plans for the 4th? I don't know if we're working. Probably not because it's the 4th. But if we are, I'll be out at the lake. That'd be cool as shit. So, man, that's what the boy said. Thirsty as shit.
That's what you do, man.
You want to? No, she doesn't check anything. Here, you got to do another one for Christina. There. No, you guys said she has water, and I'm like, don't check it. They got to be checked especially when it's hot. She's so thirsty. She said, we were very thirsty. All I wanted was some water. Now I'm going to lay down. So, but we're going to, if we're probably running for security. Oh, hell yeah, man. Be able to see the fireworks, huh? I'm going to get something to cook on the grill. Here, they're ready to come back up now. I'm going to get something to cook on the grill. It's birthday, September 23rd. Hey, Maddie's is,
that's cool.
We got a bunch of kids, man.
I just put them up there.
Yeah, Mama Bear just put ours 24th, 25th, and 29th. So,
my mom's birthday is September 7th.
Her mom's September 7th. That's crazy. Bunch of September babies. Me and my boss, we had the same birthday, July 17th. So
Justin's is the 6th.
Justin's is September 5th. Yeah, I saw that. So usually we work. It'll be a Thursday. We'll be at work. We usually go eat lunch, which we do that every day anyways. But we go to lunch together every day. Yeah, man. We don't know what we're gonna cook yet. I don't know. Me and Mama Bear were shooting it by each other yesterday, so I don't know what we're gonna cook. Maybe we got some baby back ribs on sale, so I'm gonna cook those probably today, and then give me some ideas, guys. Here, come take a chat for a second. Mama's gonna come over and sit. She's got them. Hey, close your eyes for a second.
Oh yeah! Good morning. What do you guys usually cook on the 4th?
Hot dogs, hamburgers, chicken.
Other than hot dogs and hamburgers.
Chicken, ribs. There's so much you can cook.
I want steak.
We're gonna have steak for breakfast today.
Yes, we are. We're having steak for breakfast.
If I get the damn gas going, boy.
We're just gonna take the lighter, maybe. Oh, do we have charcoal left?
A little bit. Maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe.
Yes, please, Nancy. Well, that would be awesome.
What?
He said, this winter I'll get you some smelts to fry.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, it would.
Mama Bear and I want to go fishing.
Always a winner.
We want to go fishing, but we just we don't really have the money. Like I can't. And then one of the fishing poles out there broke. Somebody broke the tip off of it.
Oh, Levi, please do.
What?
The one you sent me is in my in the safe.
Yes. Yes, she loves that shit. Yeah, the one that she you gave her last time.
I got it in a special little box in the safe.
That's all. Yeah, she put it. We got a special box of stuff that like coins. I got some silver and the coin that Pat made me, shit like that. What is a smelt? I don't know. He said, "Hey, G, I'm Mama Bear."
Hey,
tell Mama Bear. They're little fish. You just fry them, I guess. You fry the whole thing, or you fillet them, or.
Hey, Justin, you gotta give me a G.I. Joe kind of tattoo.
Yeah, Mama Bear wants a G.I. Joe Mama Bear tattoo. Make her a bear with a plate carrier or an AR-15. Yes. That'd be pretty dope. Yeah, I got some nice baby bags. They were usually $17. We got them for $8. So I'm gonna put those on the grill today. Smell are great. I've never. They're gonna let me know. I don't even know what a smelt is.
I think it's
well, it's a fish. I know it's a fish, but I don't know. Are they big fish or are they little fish, or you fry them like sardines, like whole thing?
I know, but I want them. So
yeah,
go ahead and say
I love it, man. We love fish. We eat fish as much as we can, and sometimes it's cheaper to buy a big old bag of fish and just cook that than it is to buy anything else. Man, you can get a big bag of like just different. I don't even know tilapia. I heard tilapia wasn't a good fish to eat. I mean, I love them and we eat them, but I always heard somebody told me that they weren't the best.
Good morning, Longbeard.
Longbeard, good morning. So I don't know. Like I still like them. They said the bottom feeders are nasty or something. I don't know. I just like fish, but my favorite's got to be. I don't know, man. From what I've had, like swordfish was really good. Smaller, clean with a pair of scissors. Dip them in beer batter and then fry them up with two. Oh, okay. Oh man, so they're like fish snack fries, man. He said, yeah, they sound good. And I love beer batter. You already know I love beer.
Oh
so.
Yeah. Please do send it because we're gonna be frying them up.
Oh yeah, we can fry the hell out of them. See, I think you could probably put them in dry ice.
Thank you,
Ohio. Thank you, brother. Catfish, yes. Shit, man. Hell, we might be able to get our money off YouTube soon. See, so this is the thing with YouTube. Anybody that's never been monetized, or if you have been, you have to make an AdSense account. And once you hit $100 on the AdSense account, they will let you release your money. And I'm at like $30 some. So after this live chat, I'll be almost there. So, but if anybody wants to donate, I hate to say this, but don't do it on YouTube right now. Do it on my Cash App, so that way I can get gas. But yeah, we do appreciate the YouTube stuff too, guys. This is amazing. So Ohio, got a question. How do you cook your catfish? Because I've had it several different ways.
Longbeard said swordfish is good but expensive. Have you ever had it?
Yeah, swordfish is really good, and it's like a steak. It's really good fish. But yeah, we got some swordfish fillets one time. It was like $70 for like 4 fillets, but they were pretty big. But Ohio, so in North, I like the blue channel cats, and I put a nail through the head and we'll skin them, and I'll make little catfish nuggets. We cut them up in like bite-sized pieces and beer batter them and then deep fry them. That's my favorite way. But I've had a friend of mine made like a catfish. It was almost like a stew. I want to say like a gumbo, but it wasn't a gumbo. It was more like Brunswick stew almost. But it was really good, but it had catfish in it. Holy shit, that shit was good. But I wanted to take a catfish cornmeal fry. That's good too. Yeah, depends on what I'm in the mood for. But most of the time I'm frying. But yeah, fry up the nuggets is the best. But now like Bill was saying, the cornmeal fry, that's good too.
Have you had frog legs?
I have frog legs all the time.
That's what Justin made. I want some frog legs.
We got frogs right back here. We hear them jokers all night. And when you walk down to the creek and get water for the ducks, they usually dive in. I'm also, now that I'm working at the lake, you can make a beer batter. Use 2/3 beer, vodka for 3/4 burns off faster than beer. Makes fish more crispy. Oh, no shit. I didn't think about that. Well, I bet. Hey, I want to try your smoked fish, Levi. That smoked fish sounds freaking amazing, man, like candy. And I like the honey hot mustard, like the hot mustard. I wonder if you could put the hot mustard on something like that. Like fish candy.
Last years.
Yeah, frog legs are really good.
I want to try them.
Me and a buddy of mine, we used to go frog gigging all the time. They had a pond, like 3 or 4 ponds on his farm. And we had just a little tiny john boat and a spotlight. And we had the 3-pronged frog gig on like a, I don't know, 10, 15-foot bamboo pole. And when you go around the outside, you spotlight them. They don't move. You can stick them with the frog gig.
Don't they have to be big?
Oh, they're big bullfrogs, big frogs. Yeah, you don't want tiny frogs. It's like you just bite it and snack on it. But no, you get the big bullfrogs that you want. They're the ones out around the ponds at night. It was full of, I think the most we got in one night was like 25 frogs.
God dang.
Yeah, that was a lot. Louisiana frog gigging, giant frog. Yes, I'd love to, man. Frog gigging is freaking fun. I hadn't even thought about that shit in years, man. I believe I said I soaked the filet in hot sauce for a few hours, batter them, spicy fish. Dude, I bet that's fire. No, you don't have to do the hot ones. I got this. So I got turned onto this. Hot honey. Man, that stuff is good. You eat it on pizza, anything. It's freaking amazing. Like, it's so freaking good. You know what I mean? It's like so freaking good. But, yeah, I mean, the only thing I want to know how to do this, I had a homeowner, and one year for Christmas, he invited us out. Like, the day after Christmas, they had all the leftovers, and we were working in his house. And he's like, look, don't go to lunch today. I'm going to warm up all the leftovers from our party. And I mean, I'm talking about they had caviar on slices of potato with sour cream. Like, it was good shit. Well, he made this salmon that was like cured salmon, but it was almost like sweet like candy, but it was salmon. And you slice it real thin and eat it on this little piece of toast with some stuff. Oh my God. Like, my man made a buffet, dude. And I was like, I felt bad because I'm like, I was picking out on all this shit because I'm like, I never had any caviar on a slice of potato. And like, it was amazing.
Justin, for real, he says I can do that, Mama Bear, with you guys.
Make a frog leg dinner?
Yeah,
Hell yeah. Dude, I love frog legs. They're super underrated, man. Everybody's like, oh, it's a frog. Dude, they are good. And like Bill said, if you go to Louisiana, they got the giant ones, like big old legs. That'd be awesome. Frog leg the size of a chicken wing from Louisiana. Yeah, see that? Hell yeah. See, Mama Bear's never tried them, so now we got to try them. So I need to take her frog gigging, let her catch her own, and then we'll fry them up.
All right, let's go.
I gotta buy a frog gig. We got sticks around here. You can get a frog gig for like $4 or $5. Well, probably not now, but at Walmart they have them. All it is about this big. You stick the stick in it. It's like a pitchfork, and it's got these little like barbs. So when you slide it in, they don't come right back off. It's like a fishing hook, but it's big. You can get multiple. You can do flounder gigging. Has anybody ever flounder gigged? Longbeards. I'm from America, brother. I am from America. Buddies of mine used to go out in this little flat bottom boat in like
22.
What? Yeah, I'm saying, Levi. I'll eat anything. Like, dude, I'm a country boy. I'll eat anything, especially if it's from nature, because I know it's good. You know what I mean? It's good for you. So my buddies used to go flounder gigging. And they'd go down there with these, like, kind of like a frog gig, I guess. I never went. I never got a chance to do it with them. But they had this flat bottom boat, and they would walk in like waist deep water and gig for the flounders, and they always had flounder meat. And that shit was great. From California. Hell yeah. What part of California without like both fish a lot? That'd be fun too.
How do you do that?
You ever seen you take a bow and arrow, got a fishing reel mounted to the front of it, you shoot the fish and then reel them in?
I want to try that too.
Hannah Barron does it. You never seen Hannah Barron do it? Off the front of the boat, you do it at night, and they get big carps and shit. Yeah, she's way braver than I am. I ain't sticking my hand in a box. I've been bow fishing. Oh shit, Ohio City's been bow fishing for flounder. That'd be fucking fun, dude. Man, my nose hurts. Okay. Hell yeah. It's a beautiful country, I'm sure, man. Dances, we have too many fun here. What time do you have? I have 8:44 Eastern time here in America. Dude, that is freaking crazy, man. Bow fishing, I've tried it a couple times. You just got to know that it reflects in the, so when you look, you got to like offset it. Huh?
I had flounder.
I don't know. Me probably.
We had it?
Yeah. Not cooked here, but I've had it at a restaurant. It's a really good fish. Flounder's really good. Trout's really good. We can get it from the grocery store. Yeah, we lived down there. We went.
Hello
From Mercy from India. Hello from America. Yeah, so I've seen people bow fish carp and get big ass carps. Going down the river and they just popping them, man. Can you eat carp? I thought it was real bony and I I tried to catch a grass carp one time that was like 5 foot long. We were putting corn on the hook and throwing it out, letting it float, but he never took it.
That's what we used to do.
Farmers are fucking cut up. Yeah, I bet. Carp, yeah, sucker smoke. No shit, man. That'd be freaking. I need to get. I have an offset smoker, but it's just old and raggedy. I can't adjust the airflow, so it just freaking nukes everything that I put in it. Even if I put wood chips soaked in water, and I'll get a little bed of coal started, and I'll throw the wood chips on, and you get a little smoke, but then it sucks so much air through it that it just freaking burns it up. So smoked carp is good for boiling. Yeah, I've heard it had a lot of bones in it too, but I don't care. I'll tick through that shit, man. Yeah, me too, brother. Like, to a point, I'd love to have more fresh food like that. He said, "Believe I said I can make anything." We're gonna have plethora of animals that we can. And this year we're gonna hunt. I got my fishing poles and stuff. I just don't have the money to get the fish bait, and one of my poles is broke. They probably need new line. I just don't have the money, and I got to get my license. I don't have my license. I don't think. I can't find mine. I have to go back and get a whole new setup. I have a lifetime, but I don't know where it is, so I have to go get all that shit again too.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, I don't want to eat a seagull. I run a traditional recurve with a custom wrist strap. Hell yeah, I have a bear, not a bear, but a Blue Mountain compound that was built for a buddy of mine, but he's like almost the same height I am. I've got a huge draw length. Like, I can't just go and pick up a stock bow and arrow and just shoot it. You know what I mean? I got fucking 30-some inch draw length. So the one he had fit me really good, and he sold it to me for like $100, man, with a quiver full of arrows. I shoot aluminum arrows because I seen a buddy of mine with fiberglass arrows. My boy Scott, I told y'all about him. I took a crock pot, slow cook. Ooh. I'll eat anything. Hey, you can tell me what it is. I don't give a shit. I'll try it. But me and my buddy Scott, we were shooting. I was shooting my Blue Mountain with aluminum arrows. Yes, they're slower, and they bend. You know what I mean? But he pulled his bow back, and when he released the carbon fiber arrow, it broke in half and shot through his hand. So the part flew off, and it shot the carbon fiber into his hand, in the grip of the bow. So he comes running in, and
Bobby, have a great weekend.
Have a good one, Bobby. Thanks for joining, brother. He came in, he was like, "Hey, I need your help." And I'm like, "What?" And I'm looking, and he's holding his bow, and there's blood pouring out. And I'm like, "Oh, fuck, you shot yourself?" He was like, "No, the arrow broke into my hand." So we call 911. We were just dove hunting earlier with shotguns. So the ambulance shot, and the police come, thought one of us shot each other. I was like, "No, not with a gun." Where he shot his bow, and it stuck in his hand. We don't even have guns out. Like, we were practicing both. It was bow season, so we were going to go bow hunt together. We hunted together all the time. I put him on a nice 8-point, and he got it. But yeah, the carbon fiber, the doctor said it was in his attic, and holy shit. Hey, I need something, I need a shoe or something. Yeah, huge one. Yes, they are. We need to spray something for them too. See that? Look at that.
Oh my god.
Get that joker. Sorry guys, had to kill a gigantic spider. So like I said, when he released the bow, it cracked. They don't know if it was because he kept it in his attic in Florida and the heat messed with it, or, good morning, Anthony, or if it had a nick in it and just the pressure of the arrow snapped it. That was pretty bad. Like a coon on fire with rice. Oh, that'd be great. I have been coon hunting a bunch. What will trade for this? Doing all right, man. I've been coon hunting. Buddy of mine had Walker hounds and blue ticks, and he had a single shot 22 20 gauge, and we would take it and a cooler and just let the dogs chew them. We shoot coons out, man. It was pretty fucking fun. He just used them for the pelts, and I'm sure they ate them. I never ate one, but I would try it. So, especially if you put it in a crock pot. I mean, you can put a leather boot in a crock pot, cook it for 4 hours, and that bitch be good. But no, that's pretty good.
I can make anything in a crock pot.
Yeah, we have a crock pot, and we have an Instapot that Mama got. One of our friends gave it to her, and we haven't used it because the power situation it wouldn't allow us to. It's amazing what things draw. Sorry, guys. Good morning, Robert. It's amazing how some things draw power. Like a coffee pot, you wouldn't think, you know what I mean, would draw that much power, but it really does. And so we're going to try the Instapot, but not with the air conditioner on. Right now, the air conditioner is the most important thing. We need to run that. So Big Bearded Warrior, what is up, my brother? What is up, my brother? Yeah, we've been busy. Mama Bear's been busy running around here. We got puppies she's dealing with. We got freaking all kinds of shit, man. Just, she's nonstop. And then it's been 200 degrees, it seems like. So, and with her heart not being 100% right now, I try to get her to stay, cool and don't overdo it. But man, yeah, I'd love to try bow hunting. I've went bow hunting a few times, never seen a deer. Black powder hunting, I saw the biggest buck in my life and never got a shot on him. Like he was massive, and I just wasn't gonna freak out and shoot it and wound him and he runs off and dies and I can't find him. Like I wanted a good clean shot on him where he wouldn't run, and I never got one and I never saw him again. But then I seen, me and Curtis were working up there at Lake Gaston still. We were driving, it was like 2:30 in the afternoon, we were heading home, and they had a huge gigantic soybean field out in the, anybody knows about Lake Gaston, North Carolina, there's not many houses not around the lake. Like they pile all the houses in these little coves, but there's all kinds of farmland and just woods and stuff. It's a beautiful place. Very, very unpopulated. Like it's not many people up there, and that's what I like about it. When we were going on the road, it was 2:30 in the afternoon, and there was a huge buck. I don't know how many points he had. It was over 10. Like he was super wide. What? At Lake Gaston, when we lived in Castaic, I told you about it. And no, this wasn't Lisa. And man, I looked and I was like, bro, if it was hunting season, I would take my 9 and sneak through that soybean field and get that. That is the biggest buck I've ever seen in my life. And Curtis was like, I've seen some big ones, but he was up there. Like, but it was beautiful to see him just standing there. He wasn't worried about nothing. He was just looking around, eating soybeans, having a good old time. We got a lot of wood to sell. I'll miss selling. I got a guitar. Oh hell. Hello from Russia. How are you doing, sir? But yeah, like I seen that and I was like, man, that's the biggest buck I've ever seen. But those bucks are not stupid. They get to be big bucks because they're not stupid. And they know where to hide. They know where to go. They know where people are shooting at them. I've never seen a cinema. No, man. No, I would love to, though. I heard they're freaking mean, too. I've been watching them on, like, I watch a lot of stuff on survival and channels and stuff. I'm trying to limit what I watch now. I know Bill has. Bush polyps will fly us in. Oh, no shit. Yeah, I know a lot of the time you can't drink up there. So, especially in smaller towns. But I watch these guys hunting them, and these fucking things attack them. Like, he's standing and a bull comes right through the damn brush and runs over him. He's got a rifle, but he couldn't even get the rifle up in time. Like, that's crazy. If you can hunt something that can kill you as fast as you can kill it, that's hunting. Like, that's... No shit. I didn't see that. I can't... Well, let me do my chat. So, no shit, Ohio. Mama Bear hunts with... Well, last year she hunted with an AR or a 12 gauge, or I had the 308. Now, Mama Bear's got her own shotgun this year to hunt with. She got her a 20 gauge Mossberg, so she's going to hunt with that with some buckshot and slugs. So, bull moose make it back. Yeah, especially I bet if he's in rut and there's females around, yeah, you have a bad day. If he thinks you're a threat, you trample that ass. And what do they weigh? 2,000, 1,200, 2,000 pounds? Wild hogs are too. I know they are. Like, that'd be cool shit. Take a damn squirrel or something with a slingshot. I tried to shoot a squirrel with a crossbow one time, but it didn't work. I used to have a blowgun too. Never shot a squirrel with it. I shot a mouse with it. Yeah, that'd be fun. Ball bearing. I shot a mouse with a blowgun one time about 3 foot from me. That was a freaking lucky shot. It stuck in him and he just died. I was like, damn, like that thing is pretty potent. Oh yeah, did I tell you all the story about the mouse in the fridge when me and Lee were training? I think I told them. Yeah, that was pretty bad. I don't know who's calling me this early, but can talk. 236 number was calling. Who that is? But yeah, I know. 8, 9 o'clock on a freaking Saturday morning. So, yeah, javelin, dude. I'd love to hunt wild hogs. I've have buddies that do it, and I've done it like twice, 3 times, and that shit is fun, man. But most that I've ever done, we sat in like a tree stand, like a box stand, and they had a big corn pile, and the pigs would come in, and we'd shoot them with our rifles. I got another buddy who hunts them with dogs, and my dogs' bloodlines come off of hunt dog, like pit bulls that hunt hogs. So that's why, like, Demon does not like the pigs. Nobody in the yard likes the pigs. So, yeah, they come after you, dude. Like, they come after your ass. But once I get the AR-10, I'll probably get like a different upper, like a 7mm 08 or a 6.5 Grendel or Creedmoor or something, to just have a designated hunting rifle. I use a 308 or a 270. 270 is my favorite deer cartridge ever. I've killed more deer with a 270 than any other cartridge in my life. Like, I mean, I've killed 24 deer in 1 year, and most all of it with the 270 or a 12 gauge. That's all. Now I got that Glock 20 10mm. I'm probably going to take it and just have it as a sidearm, and Mama Bear carry the 29, because in North Carolina there's no restrictions on barrel length or caliber anymore. Like, it used to be 25 caliber and up you could hunt deer with. Now it's unrestricted. You can use a 22 pistol, 9mm, 45, 10mm, whatever. Just use it ethically, you know what I mean? Thinking about doing 11.5. Oh, that'd be badass, dude. That'd be badass, especially if you're doing CQB with it, walk into a room and pull the trigger, and it freaking 11-inch barrel, all that powder is going to be burning on the outside. It's going to be a hell of a boom.
Morning, Meadow.
Meadow, what's up, brother? I did say 6.5 Creedmoor. Twins thinking about getting a 6.5 Creedmoor upper for the AR-10 when I get mine. So, and I had a chance to get that 6.5 Creedmoor Savage bolt action, and I was trying to get it. I just couldn't come up with the money. But I'm thinking about getting a 6.5. We'll see. Been hearing enough people talk good stuff about it. Yeah, the .17 rim. Yeah, that's a stingy little ground. Metal appears. You say 6.5, metal appears. It's like a genie. You rub the bottle, it appears. All you got to do is talk about a 6.5 Creedmoor. Or if I want Savage to pop in the live chat, you start talking about the saw, and he'll pop in. You start talking about saws, and everybody pops in then. See, I've shot a 6.5 Creedmoor a couple times. It's actually, I really liked it. It was a Ruger Precision.
Oh, there you go.
I told you, brother. I told you. All you got to do if you want Savage to pop in and say saw. Thank you for not letting me down, brother. You said someone call. You rang. I told you, man. And like Bill, if Bill's not here and I say you fight like you're the third monkey on Noah's Ark and brother, it's raining, my brother will pop up. I know how to get my people in the chat. You say 6.5 and metal pops up. You say saw, Savage pops up. And you say my saying. And I'm going to have a t-shirt. There's going to be two of them in existence. One for me and one for Bill. See, I know my people too well. That is perfect, man. That just made my whole freaking day, man. 30-30, I'd love to have one, dude. Yes. Dude, I'd love to have one in here. As thick as the woods are here, that's why I just hunt with a shotgun around here with slug. But I had a Winchester Model 94 lever action. I had that gun I love that thing, 7-round mag. But see, I know my people too well, man. I just know Mama Bear's over here like Jesus. I got a story I want to tell y'all, and I did not know how the hell I did this. So we pull up to a gas station, and Mama Bear, come down here so you can attest to this one. Mama Bear was there. She was sitting in the truck. I get out, and it's pouring rain, okay? I snapped my fingers. The rain stopped. I walked across the parking lot, got to the front of the store, and snapped my fingers, and it fucking poured again. I swear to you.
It did.
Mama Bear saw that. She said,
I sat in the truck, and I was like,
what the hell did he just do? I don't know how. It stopped raining. I snapped my fingers, it stopped raining. I walked slowly across the parking lot, go to open the door, and I said, like that, and it poured rain again. That was hilarious. I wish I could have got that. Should have been on camera. I wish that would have been on camera. I don't know how the hell I did that. I was just so lucky that day. And that was pretty cool. That was the coolest thing that's ever happened like that. I was like, Mama Bear was like, I got in the truck and she looked. I said, you saw that, didn't you? She's like, how did you do that? I was like, I got it like that. And just drove off. I don't know how the hell I did that, bro. That shit was just luck is what that was. That was pure freaking luck.
All right, I'll let you do it one time.
Yeah, God was like, I'll let you do it one time, big guy, but you got to believe in me. Yes, exactly. Jesus did that. I was just his hand for that. Because
You got Twin Almighty instead of Bruce Almighty.
It's Twin Almighty. I wish. Dude, I don't know how the hell I did it, though, because it just worked out to a T, and I was like, that really worked?
I would never have believed it.
Yeah, people I tell, they're like, ain't no way, but Mama Bear was there and seen it, and that's why I was like, you saw that, right?
I saw that.
I was like, I don't know how the hell that just happened. That was cool as shit, though. First hog 14. Dude, I mean, the wild ones are the best, dude. They don't taste like the store-bought pork, you know what I mean? got it. I knew it was storage. We got till the 10th of July to pay $498. So the 10th. It's up for sale the 10th. I'll pay it the 9th or the 8th, whatever. When I was a kid, I said, wish I could play in the rain. Across the street, it started raining, but my house was inside. See, my grandpa, that happens a lot here. Like yesterday, we were in Lewisburg coming from the lake. We were going down 401 highway, and it was pouring down rain, and we got right to like where 56 and 401 met, and it was sunny and 100 degrees and no rain. My grandpa was a Marine and said he was on a Navy ship one time going overseas, and it was raining on half the boat, and the other half it was sunny. Like he said, it was crazy. Like it was just.
Down US 1 where it was raining on
Oh
one
yeah.
side, it wasn't raining.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's just wild how that does that, man. Like that is crazy. So. But yeah, I've had the wild hog is good. Like it tastes way different than the store-bought shit. Even like domesticated pigs that people raise taste way different, man. You know, I know it's the antibiotics and steroids and chemicals and shit. Vader the Inhaler. How's it going, brother?
Yeah, shipping's a bitch.
Shipping, especially ammo, because you got to pay. I was going to order some Enola Gay smoke grenades. They had a 3-pack for like $25. So I was like, oh, hell yeah. Until they went to shipping, and shipping was $56. I was like, so it's going to cost me damn near $100 for a $25 product. And I was like, I just can't do that. So I'm going to wait till the local gun show comes. There's one coming in a couple months. I'm just going to go check them out there and see if I can. Yeah. Yep. Dude, when I'm having fun with a long gun, I'm allowed to carry. Really? See, here we can. I can have a sidearm on and a long gun. Like I every time I hunt, I usually carry a 9mm because I just back up. You know what I mean? But now I got the 10mm. I just got to get a freaking holster for it. I got one in storage that I think will work. It's just not my favorite holster. It's a Phobos paddle holster, and I don't really care for the paddle holsters. They just don't seem comfortable. But it works for a Glock 21 SF, and I got the Glock 20, which is not an SF, but they said the holsters will still work. Maybe. Make your own holster and safe. Yeah. Oh shit. Really? See, yeah, I was gonna do the. So how do you add the color to it? You have like a color thing. Dude, I can fight. Trust me. Believe me. Firefight, yeah. No, I can fist fight too. I'm pretty good at it. Dude, that was my first ever handgun that I bought. Was a Glock 21 SF. Dude, I want one. My brother Lee's got one now, and I've been trying to get it off of him. We've been going back and forth on some trades and shit, but I went to the gun store and I had studied, man, for like months. And I was waiting for my pistol permit to come in, and 5-6 months ago, I train MMA on a constant basis, bro. On a constant basis. But I was studying, I was reading all the gun magazines. I was 21. I just turned 21. I was like, man, I want a 45 and all this shit. And I was like, but what kind of 45? And I was thinking government model or something. I had a Ruger P90 45, but it was good. Twin is like the John of Afghan. He's like, yeah. Dude, Grunt Proof said something on his live. I'll tell the story in a minute. But so I went to the gun store. I was like, you guys have a Glock 21 SF? The guy was like, yeah, sure, dude. Pulled it out, and I grabbed it, and I was like, yeah, buddy. And I was like, okay, I'll take it. He was like, okay. Got your permit, filled it out, took it home. I carried that gun for like 8 years. I think I lost it in a pawn shop. Fucking dumbass shit back in the day. But yeah, yesterday on Grunt Proof's live chat a couple days ago, I think, he was like, man, go check out Arrows Survival channel. His live chat's pretty cool, and he's got some good videos. He said, and I think in his videos, the dude looks like he's 12 foot tall. And he was like, I think we need to get him and another guy, Coleman Outdoors, on the next Minuteman Sear Challenge. He said 2 big, tall guys going at it. He was like, that'd be dope. So keep your fingers crossed, man. Maybe I can get on the Sear Challenge with Grunt Proof. That would make my freaking year, too. Training with light fighters and all that, and then being able to get on Grunt Proof, that would be pretty dope. He said, wait a minute. Have you seen the thing we do with the Wait a Minute kid? The little kid that looks like he's from freaking West Virginia in the mountains? I'll show it to you. My freaking nose is like... Jacob 2A, what's up, brother? Dude, that would be cool. That'd be like the highlight of my freaking YouTube career. Because I've only really been doing YouTube now well, I've been doing it for years, but it's really only been 8 months since we got real into the live chats and serious and, you know, started paying more attention to it and doing more things. So it worked good to sleep, man. And I just took it off, but you can, she got me. Dude, I've been hit hard, like really hard. And she got me pretty hard. Like it was bad enough to make my nose bleed. And that's the first time I've ever been punched and had a nosebleed. So, and she didn't even punch, but she just headbutted my ass. Yeah, you can see it right here, I guess. Yeah, it's right here and right here. She got me good. I had to pop it back in. Like it clicked. And then it really started bleeding. So, but yeah, the tape shit worked amazing. Because it's starting to get better as I'm like sitting up, but when I was laying down, it was horrible, man. It shit sucked. So Metal told me yesterday, guys, I was talking to him. We were on a live text message thing with ACR. We talk all the time. And he was like, hey, that's happened to me. Like put some of that like nasal tape on it to keep it where you can breathe. And I didn't have any, so I rigged it with some like just medical tape, and it made like a little wing up here and pulled it out.
Levi, have a good one.
Have a good one, Levi. Have a good one, brother. I'll get in touch with you, man. I love you, brother. Get that Jeep done so you have a cool ass place to sleep when you all out camping. That's pretty badass, the pictures, man. I like it. So, yeah, her head is hard. It didn't phase her, but she felt bad after she saw Dad bleeding and we collided. She kind of fell back and was like, oh shit. And I'm like pouring blood out of my nose.
Then she got down.
Yeah, then she got down and sat over here and was just like, oh shit. I wasn't mad or anything. It didn't piss me off. It didn't make me mad. It was a freaking accident. Like she didn't mean to, and I was at the wrong place at the wrong time. I just kind of was like, y'all leave me alone for a second. Let me get my shit back in and get the blood to stop. And then I just drank some beer. Beer makes it all go away. So I didn't even finish all my beer. I got to put that in the fridge, man. Huh?
I need to put that drawer back in.
Yeah. Yeah, that shit, it was a shock because I damn sure I wasn't anticipating it. You know, it was like, blam. I'm like, ooh, she got me good. One little tear came out, but it was, in your nose, when you get hurt in the nose, it bleeds a lot. So, like a whole lot. Like a whole lot. And I was like, damn, so I'm trying to get it to stop. Mama Bear's freaking out because I'm blood all over my hand. I'm like, just clean the blood off my hand for me. And I'm holding the tissue like this. She's going to run out to get ice. And I'm like, I don't need ice. I just need to get the bleeding to stop. But now it's like, it's just real tender.
And I should know better. You don't put ice on that kind of break.
It was, I don't even know if it broke it or it just popped my cartilage, but there was something crooked and I popped it back in and it clicked. I don't think she like shattered my nose, but it dislocated something there. It was crooked. You can see when I took my hand away, Mom was like, oh, yep, it's definitely not right. And I popped it back in like that. So it feels better. You get it set back in right. But I was like, damn. And then she felt bad. She still feels bad. She said, I just not playing right now. So now when we go to bend over, I make sure, and all it was is she wanted to get on the bed before the puppies. Like she has to be the first one on the bed, not the puppies, little butts. So, but yeah, I'm glad Buster got us home, and we'll get Blue to Adrian, and then she'll have a good home. She's actually turned not to be just blue. She's reverse blue brindle. So she's brindle, but she's got like tan in her. Oh, she's pretty.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, see, and that's what I was thinking, man. I thought this morning I'd wake up and have black eyes like a raccoon, but I think the cartilage just popped. But it did not feel good. It didn't feel good, and it was just poof, and I was like, well, damn, I can still take a pretty good punch. That's one thing I've always been able to take a pretty good punch. Got a hard hit, I guess, man. But getting used to getting hit in the nose was, I owe that to Adam's song, MMA, like doing a medicine ball to the face. You take a 10, 15 pound, 20 pound medicine ball to the face enough times, you got to where you don't close your eyes. And that's training so you don't shut your eyes. I used to bounce. I tell you, women were ballistic when drunk. Some go crazy from fighting, scratching. I even saw lady screaming. He's a pedo with a bouncer for kicking her out. Yeah. Dude, I've been called so many names. And then I get shit on when I have to defend myself. And freaking that was the end of that career. I never wanted to be bouncing again. Back in the day when they actually supported the bouncers and people weren't such assholes and acted like you violated their rights by kicking them out of a bar when they're drunk, belligerent, like that's a little different.
There's too many Karens.
Yeah, there's too many Karens and too many people that want to fucking, they go out looking for trouble and then they want to get you in trouble because you were doing what you were paid to do. I don't deal with it no more. And that's what, it's bad because I was good at it. You know what I mean? I was a great bouncer. Like I'm laid back. I got a mellow ass attitude. but like, don't come up threatening people and then making a big deal out of it that you can't come in. And all I want you to do is just go to your car and drop your necklace off, maybe change your shoes, put a different shirt on. You know what I mean? Like, it's not me making the rules, it's my management. I don't care what kind of shit you're wearing. Medicine brought to the face. Yeah, medicine ball. That's how you train people to get used to getting hit. You know, if you got somebody who's about to punch you, close your eyes. You don't want to close your eyes in a fight. Bad things happen. So the medicine ball, at first you close your eyes and you flinch, you know, you're going to catch it. But eventually over time, you just get used to the torquing of the nose and you don't close your eyes. And it helps with the tear. You get punched, automatically you start crying. Like, not crying, but like tears come out. You know, if you have a pimple in your nose and you mess with it, it makes your eyes water. The medicine ball to the face stops you from, A, shutting your eyes, and B, it gets you used to getting hit. Like, it hurts, but it doesn't hurt that bad. Like, getting punched hurts, but it's not going to kill you. Well, it could, but getting punched in the fucking face ain't going to kill you. Now you have to worry about people coming back with a gun and trying. Yeah, so that's happened to us before too. I carried a Glock 19. Then when I was bouncing, I had a single strap like bag. You know, I don't even know what you call it. Like just a shoulder bag, I guess. And I kept my Glock 19 and extra mag. I had a medical kit in there, like boo-boo kit and a trauma first aid kit because I am a bouncer and shit happens. So I would keep that and I stashed that under my little desk where people couldn't see it. What?
Sling bag.
Yeah, sling bag. It's a sling bag. I just kept my pistol, couple mags, little first aid shit, you know, tourniquet, stuff like that. And I kept it out of sight, but I could get to it quick if I had to. And my boss come up, the manager of the whole place come up and he said, "Hey, don't you carry a gun?" And I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Hey, I need you to grab it and come with me." And I'm like, "Okay, what's going on?" First, he was like, "We kicked the guy out of the bar and we think he has a gun and he's threatening to come back." And I was like, "Well, call the fucking police." He was like, "Well, we did, but do you mind coming down and like walking the girls to the car? They're scared to go out. The police aren't going to escort people out. They're just out." And I was like, "Yeah, you got you." So I slung the bag on, unzipped it to where I could get to it fast, and I individually walked every bartender out to their car. And then me and another bouncer who carried a Glock 17, we stood out on the front porch while everybody cleaned the inside and shit, just in case. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's not worth my life. It wasn't worth my freedom and all the money and time that it took to protect this bar when they didn't even protect me. And they were like, "Well, you swung first." Well, you don't. That's okay. Sometimes you don't know the fucking circumstances either. But the motherfucker's reaching for his waistband. You saw him on camera reach for his waistband. And then the DA was like, "Oh, he was pulling up his pants because he knew he was going to be attacked." Okay. That's what I said. And then, yeah. Best thing I ever had is bouncer was wearing gloves, rubber gloves, tight fitting. Yeah. Yeah, man. Definitely. I wish they might be up there. My gloves that I wore. My knuckle gloves. Yeah. My shit back there is in disarray. Huh? No, they were sitting out. I left them out on purpose. I had some gloves that my sister bought me because I used to ride a Harley everywhere I go. And she bought me these carbon fiber knuckles. They had carbon fiber plant like right here. And then they had these other little rubber things on the front. They were like a suede leather, breathable. Man, those things, they fit tight to your hands so you could actually do things. But I would wear those sometimes, man. Just get it to where your hands wouldn't get all tore up. Because I got scars on my knuckles where I had teeth break off and get infected, and like you can see, I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, no, there's a scar right here between my knuckles, right there, and it's from a tooth. And my hand swole up to like I couldn't shut my fingers. And I was looking at it, and this little head thing popped up like a pimple, and I'm like, "What the fuck is that?" So I popped it and was fucking with it. Took a knife and stuck the knife down in it and pushed it. When I pushed it, a tooth popped out. And I was like, okay, took it out, and then shit came out behind it. What does she need? Well, go.
It's okay, I was asking.
Just go. Jesus Lord, kid. So, you just take it over there. Rightfully, come on, man. If I gotta shut my eyes for 5 minutes, can you hold like the blanket over or something? Here, just go ahead, Maddie. Hold on. Go ahead. Hurry up, please. That's the bad thing about having everybody in one camper. That's why I like having two campers, but it's too hot for her to be over there. So I have a parakeet. I'm gonna plate carry. Dude, where did you get those? Because I'm gonna try to find the ones that I got. They should be sitting up here, but it's usually not. Wherever I put them, they're usually not. Because Mama Bear and Maddie have been throwing stuff up here in my gear for the last week because there's no room in the camper with everybody here. So mine were just carbon fiber, but they were hard, and I wore them because if you ever fall off the motorcycle, your hands are gonna get tore up. That's one thing people underestimate. It's like if you fall off the motorcycle and hit, you're trying to grab shit, it'll eat that shit. But let me see if I can find mine. We're sitting right here. I don't know. I don't know where they are now. Like I said, my shit's such disarray out here. Yeah, they're not where they were supposed to be, but it is what it is. I got to get in there today. I'm thinking this week, I'm hoping when the temperature drops below 80 or under 100 here, I'm going to paint on some rifles and shit. So I'm going to paint the black rifle, my AR. I got to paint it, but I'm going to change the optic on my gun. I'm going to take the carry handle off eventually and put an optic on it. So I might repaint that one, but I'm going to probably repaint everything at one time because the carry handle on my Stag is a different camouflage. So I don't like that. Everything has to be a certain way. So, and I still got to work on my Viper hood. I still ain't done shit to that. It's just now that I've got back to work, when you get home, man, you're working, and painting houses ain't freaking easy. Yeah, probably going to put my Sig Tango on the Stag. So for anybody who don't know, my brother Lee is like my battle buddy. We're training partners. We do shit. He bought a new Night Force LPVO for his gun, but on it now he's got a Sig Tango 1-10, and I'm getting it. He gave me a hell of a deal on it. It's got the mounts, the scope caps, everything, like the flip up caps and everything. So I'm going to buy that. I want to put it on my 308 when it gets built, but for right now, I'm just going to put it on my Stag. So you got to have gloves. I mean, I have 3 different pairs of gloves in my kits. Like when I'm running and gunning and doing the things, I wear gloves. Not what?
Yeah, I have a pair.
With an aluminum, yeah. I just asked where he got them because I'd love to have a pair of aluminum. Yeah, I might. So I have a bunch of optics, man. I got a Romeo Juliet combo red dot magnifier. That's probably going to go on Mama's AR9 because she likes the red dot. I'm not going to put the magnifier on it because I don't think she needs one for a 9mm AR. I'm just going to stick the red dot on it, and I'm going to keep the 1-6 Viper that I have on the Smith & Wesson. It's going to stay on that gun. It's just, I like it. It works good for that gun. And I'll probably put the Sig 1-10 on my gun, but I'm not sure. I actually have a Spark AR. I have 2 red dots. I have another Spark I think I can get. I'll show y'all what I'm working with here. Oh, shit. I can do it not easily. No, I'm not going to try to jump all this shit off there. But yeah, I have a Spark AR red dot too that it's not a bad optic, man. When it comes time to get the Tango LPVO, I can send you my current LPVO for 308. Oh, no shit. What are you running on it, Metal? Will the Sig Tango take the abuse from the 308's recoil? That's the only thing I was worried about. I don't want to put something rated for an AR on a 308 and bust it. Especially not a freaking $1,200 optic. 7 Stone, what is up? Okay, I'll show you. Let me get it out and I'll show you what I'm working with here, man, because I'm not going to probably end up using it. So... All right, so I got this little box of optics, guys. Like, this is my little box of optics. All right, so there's the magnifier for this red dot. They work really good together, man. Like, really good together. It doesn't have the quick detach mount, unfortunately, but it does flip. You can push this right here, and it flips back, so you don't have to use it. You know what I mean? If you don't want to. And it's paired with this one. It's the Romeo Juliet combo, this one. And then I have this red dot, which is the Spark AR by Vortec. It's got the little covers on it, man. I like about it because you can take them and the covers fit into themselves. Because a lot of people I've seen cut them off, and I'm like, well, man, you kind of gotta protect that. The only gripe I got about this one is it's got a scratch. I don't think you can see it. There's a scratch right along here from me training. Because when I fucking train, I train hard. Like, I train like my life depends on it. You know, I'll be hitting the ground hard. The rifle hits the ground hard. And I got up from doing some drills with Lee, and I was checking it out, and it's just got a little scratch on it. It's not broke. It doesn't affect the red dot. I mean, everything still works. So, And, you know, they got to be tough, man, if you're going to use them. So, yeah, it still works fine. But this was like a $200 optic. It wasn't a bad, I mean, I had two of them. I bought two of them when I had one on my AR pistol, and then I had another one on my Stag but yeah, it's a good lot. Nothing wrong with this one. Nothing wrong with these. And I also got this one. It's a 4-32 AR-223. It's a sight mark. It's got green and red illuminated reticles. I mean, it's a nice optic. I just don't really have anything to put it on. This would be good on a 22, like a 22 mag or something. I would say our grandfathers shot people with scopes. Yes. Yes, and I've got a bunch of shit, dude. Like I said, I got a bunch of optics. And I still got, you know, the LPVO that's on Mama Bear's rifle right now. But, I mean, I still got that one. And then I'm getting the SIG 1-10, which is just freaking awesome. And he's giving it to me at a hell of a price. So I can't really complain on that one. And I can make payments on it because he knows I don't have money like that. He's just like, I'll bring it to you. Just give me a little bit down and then cash at me when you can. So, yeah, definitely, dude. Because, like I said, the SIG Tango would probably be fine on that 308. So we'll see. It's far not to do. I love to spar. It's just hard to find people that do it and not get pissed off and want to fucking throw hands. And it's literally just training. You know what I mean? I do 20-30%. You don't give people everything you got, but you got to let them know what it feels like to get hit. You know what I mean? So, but now this sight mark came with when I bought the other rifle. He had used the mounts because I painted his son's. He had a Ruger Precision 22 mag, and that was on that. I mean, it would be good for that. I mean, it's got all the bullet reticle drops, and you know, and like I said, it does the green. It's got green on one side and red on the other. That green is bright as shit too. I like that. But this magnifier, like, I'm probably not going to use it 7 Stone. So I'll get up with you through email or something, man, and we can work something out with it. I mean, I don't even. It's camouflage though, so that's the only bad thing. I camoed it when I camouflaged my other rifle. But I mean, if you wanted to strip it back black, you could. It probably wouldn't take much. But I camo all my shit. Black rifles are just not. But yeah, I got some extra optics. I mean, I don't know what we're gonna do. I might put a red dot back on the Stag for now until I get the other one. But I kind of wanted to leave the carry handle on it. I have the little pick rail that it's got a screw that you screw through the hole in the carry handle so you can mount an optic on it. The problem with all these optics is they're all so high. They all have the high risers on them. So your optic, you got to hold your head up like this to shoot it. It's sitting, you know, 2 inches above the carry handle, but I don't like that. I want something that fits on it. Give it that like Blood Diamond Car 15. So I'll see. I might try to sell a couple of these to get a low riding optic. I know. Oh hell yeah, dude! I got you then, bro. You can get it, man. We're not gonna use it. Like, I got LPVOs, and Mama Bear doesn't need a magnifier on a AR9. I mean, she just doesn't. So that's gonna be a close range up in your shit gun anyway. So, but yeah, definitely, man. Just email me. Put my email up for 7 Stone. If he doesn't have it, just go ahead and put it up for anybody. I'm gonna switch my email to like a one special for the channel, but yeah. Hell yeah. It's a barrel buffer tube, lower parts kit, maybe BCG. I got an extra trigger and stuff. I got all the stuff that I took out of my gun that was stock. I kept all that. I got an extra buffer. The SIG Romeo and Juliet worked great on AR9. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's perfect for her, but yeah. Like this is gonna be the red dot that's on it. This is her favorite red dot. To me, it seems small, but you know, you just blur it out anyways and focus on the red dot. But this one's good too. For an AR, this one worked really good for my Stag. This was one of the first optics I got, red dot. I had one on my AR pistol and one on my rifle. And then I got rid of the AR pistol and bought another rifle, but I put an LPVO on that one. And it was just a cheap 1-4, I don't even know, maybe a sight mark or something. It was like a $300 LPVO. It worked good though. I have an extra. Okay. Oh, hell yeah, I appreciate that. Hey, Ohio City's got an extra parts kit. Yeah, that'd be awesome, bro. That's a lot less than I can not have to worry about. I appreciate that, homie. So, but yeah, because we're trying to get her gun built. as fast as we can. That way she can start training with it. And she still does good with the AR that I got. It's just big and heavy, and it's really heavy with the LPVO on it. She never bitches or complains. I just want to get her something that's hers and catered to her, and especially for her. Like that, I don't want the AR-9. That is her gun 100%. She can do that. As of right now, I have nothing. So no lower, no nothing. So we just started talking about it and trying to get a parts kit together and stuff for it. I'm going to try to order the lower within the next couple weeks and then start piecing it together. My brother Lee put a parts kit together, like a list of what we need, and a bunch of it you just said. So that'll be the bunch of it. And we're just going to get the lower, and then I'm going to get her the upper, and we'll just put everything together once I have everything together. But the upper I'm ordering doesn't come with a bolt carrier group or a charging handle or anything. You know, so yeah, I have the concept down, but AR-9 for mama, and then we're gonna get her a custom chest rig, especially for her for the AR-9. One of the listeners on here that has a gear company has offered to make it for a gift, and I'm so happy for her about that. And then because the dude who makes the best some of the best chest rigs you can get. So he's a really good dude and got a really kick-ass channel.
Mama is so excited.
And mama is so excited. So, but yeah, we got the concept for her, and it's perfect for her, man. You know, so we're gonna do, I think, a 10.5-inch barrel on an AR-9. I'm gonna put a super safety in it for her, and you know, adjustable brace, Magpul grip, and the rest, you know, basic barrel. Probably, I don't know what kind of rail we're gonna put on it. I'm hoping like the Keymod or the M-Lock, whatever one's the best. Maybe a pick rail if we can find one. I like the pick rail. I got pick rail on both of my ARs. I did have a M-Lock 16-inch gun, but I sold that to my daughter for the truck. I traded to her. We traded. Oh, he said, okay, yeah, then I don't have to get the brace if you want to send that. So basically, I just need the upper and the lower, and that's it. Everything else you just basically covered, brother. So that'll take a huge chunk off me too. And we can get it a lot faster. So that'd be awesome. That would be awesome.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Then we're going to put an M-Lock on yours. Remember the AR that we traded to Harley? It had the long, thin M-Lock? That'd probably be better because it's a smaller grip, too. So, yeah, that's, yeah. Well, the barrel I have, 16. I mean, a 16-inch 9mm? Damn, that would reach out and touch your ass. Holy shit, hell, yeah. That'd be badass, dude. A fucking 16-inch barrel 9mm, you talking about you can get 200-yard shots. Savage, me too, but for Mama Bear, it would be probably, if I can keep it, if the smaller I can keep it, the better for her C-clamp, you know? But I got pick on mine, and everybody's trying to phase it out. I got the quad fucking rails on the front. It's got them on top, side, and bottom, and both of my guns. And I like them. I mean, they work. 16mm, definitely Romeo and Juliet. Yeah. He said it might be a 10.5. That'd be perfect. 11.5, 10.5-inch barrel 9mm for her. That's why I wanted to keep it short and compact. Because, you know, if Mama's carrying the 16-inch gun now, and it's long for her, and for her to maneuver it through stuff, it's not the best gun for her. And that's why I was saying 10.5-inch 9mm would be great. And I got some 31 round Glock magazines already for it, and they make an adapter that you can put in the mag well to use the Colt 9mm mags too. But I mean, the Glock mags, I got 3 of them so far, so that's a decent little loadout for her. And then I'll get a couple more so she can have 1 in the gun and at least 4 magazines on her of 30 round magazines. Because I'm not going to put, like my chest rig has 8 mags right now, and places for more. Like Mama Bear's not going to be on the front line. She's going to be doing security, and she'll be armed if something like that happens. And that 9mm, it's light, she can carry it around here. Okay, I have a 16-inch and a 5.5 9mm already built. No shit. Man, that 5.5-inch barrel, that's like a freaking Glock 17 barrel. That's badass. Nice thing about pick design is you can remove the scope off the barrel and put it back on the same spot, and it will stay very close to zero. Same with lasers. Not so much. Really, I only had that one M-Lock gun, and I'm not gonna lie, Twin watched a Grand Thumb's video on the recce rifle and all that shit, and I had to have a freaking M-Lock 16-inch gun with an LPVO, so I sold my pistol, which now I wish I would have kept. Need a 22 long rifle with a 6-inch barrel. I got a freaking pistol with a 6-inch barrel. And Ohio's got the same gun, but he's got the big, like, long fucking 12-inch, 20-inch barrel. That bitch is badass. I like to shoot that one. I know how accurate my Heritage Arms 6-inch barrel is. That one with the super long barrel, be a reach out and touch your ass with that, especially in 22 meg.
Seven Stone said my wife can't do a rifle. Might do a rifle, so all I have for her now is a Glock and micro-roning. Works good.
Micro-roning? That's pretty badass, too. How do you like that?
Glock.
My 5.5 Buffalo system with the fold. Oh, fuck, man. So that thing is little, and then you fold it up, and that's a pack gun right there. Pop it out, unfold the stock.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That'd be pretty badass. We're just going to build Mama upper one. Hell yeah, that'll work. Witness marks on chicken and lock. So, yeah, buddy of mine does that. When he puts his optics on, he takes a white paint pen or whatever color and marks everything to where he knows when he puts it on and takes it off. So, if it's not 20 inch, it's made for CQB. A little grunt. And you fucking Marines will do CQB with a freaking 20 inch. I've seen it. Yes, my Tech 9 clone build. Oh, no shit. Dude, I'm trying to get, my boss has got a fucking Cobra Mac 10 that 9mm with the 30 round mag. It's got the foam barrel extension. It was made in the late 80s. I want that gun so bad. He's had it for like 30 years. He won't come off of it because I've made him some offers and I'd have been all over it, especially since it's just a Cobra. Be a rifle, it's man. For using over the pistol works great. 3 points of contact. Yeah, see, and that would be cool too. My friend Teresa, the one that did the paint can survival video, she's got some kind of chassis system for her Glock. I'm not sure. I don't think it's the Ronin. I don't think it's something that good, but she loves it. But she's also got AR-15s too. So, but no, my CQB entry Marine career for 20 inch not fun. Yeah, I bet not, dude. And you guys had the M1s with the fucking fixed stock too, didn't you? Like the big long carry handle motherfuckers. Ohio's got a fucking M16 clone that's badass. Like, it's going to be badass when he fucking takes it out and tests it. So, it's a flux raider for her Glock. Yeah, basically, yeah. I mean, they're pretty cool, though, dude. I've seen them. Have you seen them, Metal? The chassis systems for the Glocks, they're pretty cool. Weird M4s. They were rare back then. Yeah. Yeah, because y'all were just transitioning from the...
We want suppressors, Ohio.
Yeah, we're getting some suppressors, man. It's just... Hell yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, something like that. Especially, that's why I was telling Mama Bear. I was like, we get you a 9mm with a suppressor, with a super safety, a red dot, and she's going to be all rock and roll, baby. Quiet and fast as shit. Because the 9mm with the super safeties, man, they spit, dude. They freaking spit. Like, it's crazy. Like, the 308s are a little slower than the 223s. The 223s shoot a little slower than the 9s, but the 9s are like a freaking zip gun, man. So... Yeah. So that's Teresa was thinking. Like, she's got a Glock 17, so she got the chassis kit for it. I've looked into them, but I think if I buy a PCC, it's going to be a fucking Strybog 10mm. Bad Dreams found one for me. He actually found one with like 5 magazines, the box and everything for $950. So that is not a bad deal, dude. I mean, they're $1,200, $1,300 guns with no mags. So I wish I could. That would be badass, dude. Dude, a Buffalo AR-9 with a fucking super safety. Yeah. Ooh. We had RO laser and ACOGs. Man, I'd love to have an ACOG. Have a good one, Metal. Stay strapped. Keep your head on a swivel, brother. They're talking about. I don't know. I was briefly flipping through YouTube this morning while I was trying to get ready for the live. I've also got the Ruger PC carbine. No shit. That's the one that's like a Kel-Tec. I know Smith & Wesson made one like Kel-Tec too. See, that's what the only problem with the super safety is you got to have the full auto bolt carrier group, and the Smith & Wesson doesn't have one. It's got the semi-automatic bolt carrier group. My gun has the full auto bolt carrier group. My Stag. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to order one from BCM to replace the one in my gun, my Stag, with the BCM bolt carrier group, and then the one that's in my Smith & Wesson, I'm going to take out and put the one that's in my Stag now in the Smith & Wesson. So both guns will have the full auto bolt carrier groups. Mine has the H2 buffer, and the Smith & Wesson will have an H2 buffer with a super safety. So I'm going to put, I don't know if I'm going to do another super safety. I'm thinking about getting the one like you got, Ohio, with the safety, the AR safety, see how I like it. And it's only like $50 more than the super safety kit that I was going to buy. So I want to try it, and then, keep the mechanics of the gun's the same. You know, it'll still be the safety that I'm used to. Well, you're gonna have to don't drop her. I know, but you guys, when she gets up, you know that's what they're gonna do. Maddie. Buffalo's BCGs. Yeah, completely different. And I know they said one of the people that I was looking at YouTube says when you do this super safety on an AR-9, you have to take some of the weight out of the bolt carrier group. Something wandering the wilderness, and somebody else was on the channel was talking to it. Connie to take down.
Do you like your Kel-Tec?
7 Stone. We had 2 Kel-Tec sub 2000s. I had the one that took Glock 17 mags, and I had the one that took Glock 19 mags. I liked them in theory. I bought them thinking, yeah, I can fold it up, put it in my backpack, and I have a get-home gun. But I had a long beard at the time, and shooting it, I would just catch my beard in there. It was all right. My daughter loves them. She's got one still. I sold one to her. So she loves it, and that's good for her. You know, it's 17 round or 30 round or 24 round mags. So come on. There we go. Come on, girl. There's my good girls. I'm gonna sit there out. But yeah, that's what we're gonna get Mama Bear's gun put together. But that's awesome how that would freaking totally help us out. Like Mama's gun would be done in a month instead of 3 or 4 months down the road, because everything I'm working and everything's getting right. But it's still a struggle to keep gas in the generator and and feed us and stuff like that. But the donations to the channel help way more than y'all realize. Way more than y'all realize, especially when you're in panic mode and you didn't even know. I don't get notifications if I get a Cash App, and I just I'll just look at Cash App sometimes because I've done it. There've been $50, $100, $150 a couple times, and I always just go to Cash App once or twice a week. And oh hell, and Monday I was just about to get in the truck to go meet my boss, and I looked at my Cash App and there was $105 on it, and I was about in tears because I called my boss. I was like, "Don't worry about it." Like I ran and got gas cans. We ran and filled up all the gas cans full. We bought a bag of dog food. We got a pizza for us to eat and some drinks that we've been wanting. I was like,
y'all are amazing. You have literally saved.
You guys have saved Twin and Mama Bear's asses more than you guys know, and more than I can ever pay back 100 times. Just the feeling that you have people that care about you that much. It's just like the chat stuff, the super chat y'all sent. $30. That's amazing for us, man. And I'm letting it build up on YouTube. Like I said, once I get to $100, I'll be able to set my bank account up and get it to them, and they'll be able to send it to me. But it all helps, man. And that's building up. So when that comes in, that's going to be a lifesaver too, because it usually come in right when you need it. So I say buy a shotgun, pistol you like, a long gun, and a backpack, compact, and a little gun, concealed carry with that. Exactly. Hell yeah, brother. I say everybody asks me, well, Twin, what would you buy if you could only buy one gun? It's like, I want to say an AR-15 because it's a rifle and you can do a lot of shit with it. But I usually tell people, especially novice shooters, buy a pump 12-gauge shotgun. Buy one with 2 different barrels. Get one with the 18.5-inch barrel for protection and one with a 24-inch barrel. A barrel, not 2 guns, but one shotgun with 2 barrels. That way you can take the 18-inch off and you can put the 24 on. You can hunt birds, rabbits, squirrels, everything with it. Then when you want home protection, you take the 18.5-inch barrel, put that on it, load buckshot, slug, buckshot, slug, buckshot, slug. First one's buckshot. So we do that, and then it's freaking, you got it. You know what I mean? And then some people are like, well, why would you say a shotgun? I'm like, because you can put low brass birdshot in it and kill a squirrel or a dove to eat. You can put buckshot in it or a slug and shoot a deer. Hell, you can shoot a bear with a slug and it's going to kill it. At least make them have a bad day. Good morning, Brewhouse. Good morning, brother. So I always tell people, just get a shotgun, and then everybody's like, well, I thought maybe a 9mm. I'm like, that's a great gun, but if you want something to survive and be able to do home defense and hunt and all-around good gun, a 12-gauge shotgun. That's what I go for. I have numerous shotguns, but now that they're just tools in the toolbox, So you don't, when you need a hammer, you don't grab a skill saw. When you need a skill saw, you don't grab a drill. You know what I mean? So you need to have an arsenal of weapons for different jobs, something for home defense, whatever that may be, shotgun, pistol, AR, short barrel pistol, AR, I don't know. I would buy a W2000. They're only 172, and I always wanted one after I pulled out the ground in Iraq. I tried to get it home, but they found it. It wasn't paperwork. Damn. That sucks. It's cool. But yeah, I tell people to shotgun, and then my boss, me and him were talking. He was like, he got a Black Aces pump shotgun, pretty good gun, and he was talking about I got the pump because you can reload it. He said I thought maybe in theory you could reload that faster than something with a magazine. And I was like, well, if you have numerous magazines for it, you're not going to load it faster. You know what I mean? Stop chewing on the furniture. And I was like, but you know, a couple 20-round drum magazines fully loaded, you're going to be able to reload fast. He said, yeah. He said, but you know, and I was like, but tactically reloading a 12 gauge is, you can do it. You know, I tried to work him through it a couple times to show him that was going. Come on, Sassy, we're going with him. Come on, watch out, your big head's in the way. Come on, Mama, go. Go ahead, Mama. Ooh, get wobbly here. Go ahead, Mama. All right. But yeah, now he's got a SKS and some other shit too. I helped him get his SKS right, and it's got the fixed mags. I showed him how to use the speed loaders and stuff. It's got a fixed 30-round mag on it. That's the only bad thing about that. But it's been sitting in the company office outside airbase as a trophy. I found that is fucked up, man. They should have let you take that shit home, Savage. Like that should be bounties of war. If you're in there and you find something that you want to take, you should be able to take it. And paperwork should be not denied. It should be like, you can have it. Because, dude, you just defended our country. You should be able to own what you want. I don't think vets should not be able to own machine guns. I don't think y'all should have to pay a tax stamp. And I think it should be 100% legal for you to buy one.
All that should be taken care of.
Yeah, well, that's a whole different story we can go about.
Yes,
that's a whole different story. So, no, y'all should never want for nothing. No medical services, no food, no housing, no vehicles, no money, no taxes, no nothing. That's just me. Man, yeah, the spoils of war. That's should be y'all stuff to take home. You know what I mean? Like, my grandpa and them. My grandma was telling me, her brother. They called him Shorty. He was a real short little guy. He was a belly gunner on a Flying Fortress bomber, and he brought a German Luger home. My grandfather had it for many years. I remember messing with it as a kid because he had his 45 that he got, and then he had the German Luger. And he used to tell me, you know, this was America's gun. This was Germany's gun. And I'm like, well, where did you get it? And he was like, oh, your grandma's brother brought it home, and when he passed away, they gave it to me, and someday it'll be your gun. And I'm like, oh, awesome. You know, I got the 45, I didn't get the Luger. I guess one of my aunt's husbands stole it long ago, and they never got it back or whatever. I don't know. There was a story to it, but the company commander wanted it mounted on his walls. So Savage got flipped. Yeah, that's messed up. It's just what bad the way they work, isn't it, man? See, the NCOs can fucking commanding officers and shit, they can do what they want, but if you do it, then they get you in trouble. Come on, girl, you can come down. But yeah, so now, huh? Hell yeah, yep. I'd like to. My grandfather also had a Japanese sword from World War II that was brought back from my family. I wish I knew what happened to all that shit, man. Like, I'd love to have. I found a guy at the flea market when I was selling knives with Adam in an actual store. He brought one in that was from back then. Like, it was a World War II military find. It was old. It wasn't very well taken care of. The blade was totally rusty. Well, we restored it for him. Adam is like an expert at sharpening blades, cleaning blades, and restoring blades. So he took it, rewrapped the handle. We cleaned the ray skin. We took the handle off because most Japanese swords have two bamboo pegs. You knock the pegs out, you can pull the handle off, and the maker of the blade was printed in Japanese. It's like they sign it almost. And this one had a family that it belonged to. So it wasn't a military issue army sword. It was a family sword that was carried into the military. We tried to find the family in Japan to try to, Adam's dad's from Taiwan, and he tried to research and get some help to see if we could find the family of the person that it belonged to so we could send it back to him. But we redid the sword, put it all back together. It was beautiful and beautiful. Very sharp, very beautiful. Still had a little bit of rusting and pitting. You can't get all that out because it's carbon blade, but the guy come and picked it up, and he was like, I'd love to find a family that this belongs to, and we never could. So, but yeah, he said Savage. Yeah. What is, girl? I can't. My chat.
He said, no American should be denied full auto silencers or anything the government has, including tanks, warships, jets. No joke. Back in the Revolution, people owned warships and the government hired.
Yes, I am 100% in agreement with that. I remember they blocked our ships in the Revolution. It was mainly civilian ships, armored to the teeth. Privately, and government was like, you want to get some pay to use that ship? That would be awesome.
Listen to what Stephen Stone said. My grandfather brought home
Moto, yeah. We wanted to find the own.
With the bayonets, still the bayonet with it. Still have it. It's super neat.
Oh, that's awesome too. Yeah, we tried to find not the owner of it, but like the family of the owner, because we wanted to return it to them. Like that was probably a fucking 600-700-year-old sword, maybe even more. We don't know. It was old enough to where it was made long before World War II, but it was brought back by an American soldier, and his family was the one that brought it to us because Adam refurbishes them. So, but yeah, we tried. Maybe they were no longer. Maybe we didn't know, we couldn't find it, but we tried. I mean, I would have loved to have presented that back to the family of the people that took it to war. You know, imagine that. That'd be awesome. The vibe off that would be awesome. But yeah, we should be able to own everything the government owns to protect ourselves from the government. We have good shit, and people are getting better shit, and there's more stuff being made and stuff, and we're getting closer to getting good stuff. But like with the fucking suppressor bill and the big beautiful bill that Trump did, they took that shit out. The short barrel rifle gun act and the fucking suppressor act, the hearing act, all that shit got shit canned. They passed all the other stuff, buying the millions of farmland or acres of protected forests and shit. They passed all that shit, but the shit that benefits the civilians and makes us a little more dangerous to them, YouTube, they're not going to let us have. We can still have them, but you got to pay that $200. They want that fucking $200. Dude, that's all. Matt, good morning, my brother.
Good morning, Matt.
And that's awesome. I have a couple. They're not anywhere near as old like that one, but they are practical and they're very sharp. I have one that I camoed it out, and I wanted to, like back in the day when I was a zombie hunter, I was going to attach it to my pack like Shawan from Walking Dead and chop zombie heads. But I mean, if it gets to that, then shit, that'd be great. The real window. RTA Katana, you have YouTube, the World War II sword identification. Dude, no shit. Thank you for letting me know that. I want to bring them to the Legion and see what they say. That would be fucking awesome, dude. That would be awesome. I wish I had that Luger for my grandpa. Like, I don't remember, but I know it was marked German. It might have had a swastika or the SS shit on it or something, but it was real. That shit was badass. And I remember playing with it when I was a little kid, you know, because my grandpa wouldn't give a fuck about that. He would unload them and be like, here, you want to let me get my little satisfaction from messing with it. And then, but yeah, that would be great. People use the argument, should people own nukes? I would say that if it's that time, money, research, the time to engineer one, then yes, they should. The government is more. Yes, exactly. We're more responsible than the government. They don't mind spending our fucking money. I've had them for a few years, enjoying the government. But I feel better finding it. Yeah, see, that's me. Like, it would be awesome to own it just because of the history of World War II and stuff, but the owners of that sword should be the people that owned it for the centuries before. You know what I mean? I was a zombie hunter. Shit, I'm still a zombie hunter. Me too, brother. Yeah, I'm a zombie hunter. That's how I used to tell my kids that we were prepping. I was a zombie freak for a while. I had green zombie bullets, and if it magazines nice, it were zombie shit. Just collecting joke shit. And I told my kids, well, we're prepping for the zombie apocalypse. And they're like, okay, Dad. And so that's where we had the food and stuff. They know. And my son my son came down the other day. He's actually doing pretty good now. So I'm proud of him. Because their serial numbers are traceable. See, this wasn't so much a serial number. It's just the maker of the sword and the family that it belonged to. If I could show you one of mine, like I have 2 authentic katanas in the gun safe. I don't know where the kit is to get the pins out. They have a little brass hammer with this little thing that you can poke the pins out. I have a special powder ball that you dust the blade with, and then a rice cloth with rice oil that you shine the blade. Because they're carbon steel. They rust a little bit. So if you touch it with your finger, you don't clean it with that powder and stuff, it can leave a fingerprint on it. Yeah, that is bad, dude. It's sad that people are selling them. Like, I'm with you, Moto. Like, let the family have it, man. The people that earned it deserve that shit. That's pretty cool, man, that you think like that, too. Like, I try to think of others before I think of myself. You can ask Mama Bear, man. Like, I'm not a selfish person. When we get money and shit, we don't run and buy stuff for us right away. We make sure everything else is taken care of and she's got what she needs. Then if there's any left, we'll get it. But so it is. Hey, I'm 100% with you on that. Like, I don't have any of my grandfather's stuff. I used to. I don't know what happened to it. That's one of them things. But I totally agree on that one, bro. Like, I totally agree. And I'm sure a lot of the vets do too. So that is freaking dope. But, oh, you finally laying down? Look, y'all want to see her crazy little dog ears? See how she keeps her ears flopped out? She's a funny little thing. Yeah, Moto is right. Just keep that stuff, man. It belongs to people have earned that shit. It's, yes, I'm 100% with you on them. So I technically do with my shotgun. I'm trying to teach my boss man how to do it. I'm still working on it too. I've got some side saddles that I keep loading. I got one on the stock that's it's 10 rounds on the gun plus my 20 gauge. My shotgun, my 20-inch barrel Mossberg holds 8 rounds of 2 3/4. So it's got more capacity. So I have all my grandfather's including my dog stuff. Dude, do you have like a shadow box for him? Because if not, I'd like to see if we can get you one built, man. You can display them. That would be badass. But, and for his stuff too, have like one for his grandpa and one for him. That'd be badass. Nobody in North Carolina, we can't have a short barrel rifle without paperwork. It's $200. I thought about short barreling because I'm going to get a 14.5 from one of my uppers, from one of my lowers. So I'm not going to build no more AR-15s. I'm building Mama's AR-9 and I'm building the 308 that Cajun's going to build for me. Those are the 2 builds I'm doing. I'm going to start getting upper receivers for my AR lowers. They got the super safeties in them. They got all the shit that I need. It's got the A2 buffer, H2 buffer, and then I can take the full auto bolt carrier groups and all the uppers will have them. I want a 14.5. I want a 10.5 for my AR-15, and then I want an 18 for my upper. So that way I can put multiple uppers on the guns, and then I can have multiple guns instead of having a whole 14.5, a whole 10.5, a whole 18, a whole 16. I can have the one lower and just have multiple uppers. Save myself some money, and that way if I'm going to go do goon shit for God and country, I can grab my gun and 14.5 on it. I can put the 18 in it, and I can put the 10.5 in the rifle case, and now I have 3 guns in one. So that worked. I'm trying to pull a pistol shotgun. Still never sent my dad packs.
Oh, wow.
That's fucking crazy.
Photo says, my grandpa's medals are at my mom's house. She fought in a battle with a lady. They are in a player lead.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool, man. But yeah, he was. Those guys were different people, man. That's a different generation. They're scared. They are sacred. You definitely. All the stuff that I get like that, man. Like I get a lot of coin. Oh, I cherish my shit, man. Like I had them in a safe. Also, family flag from my mom's side. It doesn't even have 50 stars. It's fallen family member and a flag. Wow. I have 2 flags folded. One's in the gun safe that I'm going to put in my shit when I go, if something ever happens in America and I have to go do that stuff. I got a small folded up one that I got from Light Fighters. I kept it folded. I'm just going to put it in my pack and carry it with me for morale and just a boost. And then I have one that came off of a coffin that was treated like shit. I went to my old boss's house and it was laying on the ground. It was dirty. We washed it. I know you're not supposed to, but we cleaned it up, and me and Mama Bear folded it up, and I keep it put up. So I know you're supposed to. If they touch the ground, you're supposed to take them to the VFW to have them dispose of it properly and whatnot. But I didn't want to. We washed it, cleaned it up as best we could. It was stained. It was nasty. It was disrespected. But I folded it up, and now I keep it in a safe place. So.
Yeah, Moto, that is. You got a museum on your hands.
They did not, bro. They fucking they shit canned that one and the fucking Suppressor Act. Both of them got taken out. The law, the government wasn't about to let us have that shit too easy. But they put it in the big bill to get the big bill passed, and right before they fucking passed the big bill, they cut all that shit out. So, unfortunately, we got screwed again by the government. I knew it was going to happen. I was hoping that they just were going to get rid of the tax stamp because I was going to put a freaking stock on a 14.5 and roll with it, and then I was going to buy suppressors. As soon as I could go and not have to pay the $200 stamp and wait all that time, I was just going to go snag a couple of Yankee Hill machine suppressors to put on my ARs. They bolt right onto the fucking murder case flash suppressor. And so it was great. But now I knew they wouldn't be able to do that. So North Carolina, so the lawmakers in North Carolina all passed the constitutional hearing bill. It's going to the governor's desk and he's going to deal with it. Well, to get the pass out, signing the law, all the Republicans and 2 Democrats have to vote yes for it. And 2 of the Republicans in North Carolina y'all know, stay safe, man. Always forward. And let me check this out, and I might jump right back on. But I love you guys. Y'all stay safe. Always forward.